Hi everybody and welcome back. I just wanted to go through a couple of things with you as to why I choose to now live frugally. It is something that I don't have to do, and it's something a lot of people don't have to do. It's something those of us who choose to do it, we want to just save some money. I'm fortunate that we own our house. As you can see from behind me, the architraves, whatever they're called, the cornice, actually, I think they're called. The cornice behind us there in the kitchen is not finished. Those of you who may have seen other videos that I've made know that we're actually living in our house as we can afford it. We own a construction company and we pretty much work 7 days a week. That makes us extremely time poor. Now, yes, we could go out and get a mortgage. I certainly don't want to do that. That's why we've been doing this now this is our 9th year, guys. So we started in caravans. We had 2 caravans, and there was myself and my husband and I think she was about 14 years old at the time. Our youngest daughter, was living with us also. Our eldest daughter had moved down to Tassie, because we moved from Queensland down to Tassie, and brought the property we're living on, and decided to not take out a mortgage, just to do things as we could afford it. The best thing that we've actually chosen to do in our lives. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Yes, it's been difficult. Yes, it's been tough. And there are times I could have pulled my hair out. But knowing that I'm not paying a huge amount of interest to the bank is something that sort of kept me going and wanting to move forward and not take out that mortgage. So if you can do something like that, I would highly recommend it. You are going to go through times when you will get really, really pissed off, pretty much like I did. There'll be times when you break down in tears, just like I did. But at the end of the day, you will sit back and you'll be like, no mortgage. There's not a lot of people out there who can actually do this. Because they just, they don't want to live in this sort of environment, where for me, I'm willing to put up with that. As for working 7 days a week, yes, we're extremely time poor. Not a lot of time to do our house, not a lot of time to do our boat, clear the paddocks, cut firewood, put the cornices up, put carpet on the floors, or any of those things. But it will get done, and at the same time, I'm happy. I'm as healthy as I can be for somebody with MS and fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and all those other things. I do have a breeding cattery that I look after also, and we've got a couple of ducks and chickens, which is a little bit further afield for me to get to now, but my husband does those. We have 6 dogs also, and at the end of the day, I'm living in an environment which I'm extremely happy. I've got a wonderful, supportive and loving husband. I wouldn't do it with anybody else. So anyway, why have I chosen to become frugal? As a lot of people, as I said before, it's something that we want to do. We want to save some money. I'm sick and tired of spending money, our hard-earned money that my husband goes out every day and works extremely hard for, just to either put it into food, put it into hair. You can see all my regrowth coming through there. I used to get my hair done, guys, every 6 weeks. I used to get my nails done every 3 weeks. There are things that I don't need to do any longer. They're my choice. I can go and get them done if I want to, but I have chosen not to at this point in time. That's not to say down the track I'm going to change and go, okay, I really, really can't stand this grey anymore. But at the end of the day, it's saving me a lot of money. When I worked out how much money I was saving on a year by not doing my nails and having my hair done every 6 weeks, that was a lot of money. I thought, well, that would be better in our pocket than somebody else's. So other things, and why I'm looking down is I've got a piece of paper here with some bits and bobs written on here as to why I'm trying to cut my costs and living frugally. A cat food. That was a huge, and I made a huge expense for me. Having a breeding cattery, I don't have other people's cats boarding. I don't want to have to worry about other people's cats coming in and bringing diseases and so forth. I only have my cats over there. And in saying, I don't have 1 or 2 cats, guys. I have probably about 50 cats over there, and that's including all the queens and the studs, and also the babies at this point in time. I breed Bengals, Norwegian forest cats, and Burmans. lovely animals. I love each and every single one of them, and the more I do these videos, the more you're going to get to see them, because I'm going to start introducing them to you, maybe something that you might like to see. So I've been cutting back on cat food costs. Not cutting back on their food, but cutting back on the type of food that I feed them. I've been keeping an eye on their poop and things like that, and all is well. So just by changing their food gradually, I have been able to cut my food bill probably by about a third. I used to be a brand name snob. I'm no longer a brand name snob, guys. You know, I would only ever buy brand name clothes. Don't do that anymore. I would never have stepped foot into a Kmart store. I shop there quite often now. Love it. I don't buy my clothes there, but you know, bits and pieces for around the house and things like that, I will certainly buy there. I also would never have brought home brand food in the grocery store. Now I'm trying all the different pieces that they actually offer out there, the cheeses and, you know, the pastas and things like that. Honestly, guys, give it a go. If you haven't tried a home brand or no-name brand foods, try it. There will be some things that you will like, and there'll be some things that you don't. It's not difficult just to try and to change a little bit. I've noticed my grocery bill has gone down by a huge amount, but we'll go through that in another video. These are just little bits and snippets of what I'm actually doing to change how I do my grocery bill. So not only cat food, dog food as well, and of course our grocery bill, by doing the no names and things like that, by not buying bread, by making my own. Doing a meal plan is huge. I can't explain that enough to everybody. I mean, it's really shop out of your cupboards, your pantry, fridges and freezers first. Write a list down of what you've actually got, and then go from there and make your list, and then make your shopping list accordingly to the items that you don't have. I will go through that again in another time. So that fuel. Luckily, our fuel pretty much is covered by our business. As my ute, I have a Ford Ranger, it actually has the fuel tanker on the back, so I can claim all of that through tax, and so my fuel that goes into my car is also a tax write-off because it is a work vehicle. I don't go out very often. I hate going shopping. I hate going out to where there's crowds. I love being at home with my animals. If I have to go out, guys, I will choose one day a week, and any little bits and pieces that need to get done, instead of going, oh, I just need to pop down and do that. Because our mail's not actually delivered to our home, because we live out of town a little bit and no post service is coming up here. We actually need to go down to the post office in order to get our mail. So I'll do that once a week now, or generally once a week. Sometimes, you know, if I'm anxious and I'm waiting for a parcel, I'll pop down and pick that up. But I'm really fortunate that a friend actually owns that post office, so I'll send her a message and say, do I have any parcels? And she'll let me know if it's something that I'm really eager to get. Yes, I might pop down and get it. But other than that, I try and go out once a week, which eliminates me driving my vehicle unintentionally and things like that, and just shopping, popping down to the shops just because, you know, I might have not picked up milk, or, you know, didn't order enough of this or something else in the groceries. Do without until you really need to do it, or find something else to actually put in that meal instead. So making bread. I've learnt to make my own bread. I absolutely love it. Now, it's very therapeutic, I find, and it tastes amazing. So I will go through, I have put a video up of me making bread before, but I found another couple of recipes which are even better. And I've been making garlic and cheese and chili bread. So I will actually go through and show you how I do that. I've gone through our no-name brands, hair and nails I've also mentioned, staying home I've also mentioned. So they're just a couple of little ways that I used to also, just thought about that, also I would never use tea towels or anything like that. I would only ever use paper towels. Now, we still get paper towels in our machinery, because my husband likes those to clean the windows and just be able to throw it out on the job site. I would wash my hands and then I would dry them with paper towel. I would, want my specific cup that I like to have my coffee in. I would wash that out or rinse that out in the sink and use the paper towel to actually dry it. No longer, guys, I was going through so much money on paper towel, it's not funny. So that is something else that I have now got rid of. There's going to be lots that I can actually share with you, but this video has already gone for 10 minutes and I feel like I've spoken enough. And you don't want to sit here and listen to me all day. It's something that I could go on all day about. But anyhow, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll talk to you again soon, and I'll get on to making some more videos with some more content for you that you may enjoy. Have a wonderful day.